Ever stared at a crypto chart wondering if that 1 cent hover is a scream for accumulation or a sneaky trap? Beam's been coiling like a spring since July, backed by heavyweights and exploding in gaming and AI. Over $1 million in staking rewards last month alone, a $175 million Treasury, and TVL climbing to nearly $3 million. But the real story? That weekly chart's whispering big moves. Fib targets up to 6 cents, EMA's flipping bullish. Stick around as I break down the fundamentals I trust and the TA that's got me adding to my bag. If you're eyeing 2025 and 2026 Beam predictions, this could shift your view. Let's unpack why Beam feels like the quiet giant ready to surge. Picture this. You're building a chain for games and AI, but you don't go solo. Beam's got heavy artillery from day one. Look at these backers: Sophan, Maven 11, Avalanche, Immutable, Pantera Capital, Framework Ventures, Spartan Group, and Polygon. These aren't just names. They're the venture firms and protocols pouring fuel into Web3's hottest corners. Pantera's been in crypto since the early days. Avalanche powers speedy DeFi, and Immutable's king of blockchain gaming. When giants like these align, it signals real conviction. Staking is the heartbeat of any proof-of-stake chain, right? It's how you lock tokens to secure the network and earn yields in return. Beam's delivering serious heat here. Over $1 million in rewards to validators and staking providers just last month. That's not pocket change. It's validators running nodes and everyday holders delegating their Beam getting paid for keeping things humming. Massive incentives like this draw in serious players, fueling security without the energy suck of proof of work. In my daily scans, chains with fat rewards like Beam's hold value better during dips. It's the kind of flywheel that turns holders into believers. Beam isn't some niche player. It's the home base for everything cutting edge. Games with immersive worlds, AI tools crunching data, consumer apps you actually use, and raw compute power for devs. This broad appeal means it's not betting on one trend. It's the chain great projects call home. I've staked in siloed ecosystems before. They stagnate. Flip to DeFi Llama. Total value locked. That's the cash parked in protocols for lending, trading, you name it, sitting at $2.9 million, up over 5% in the last day. Funding rounds? A whopping $74 million total, with the latest node sale pulling $72 million. Node sales fund infrastructure, basically selling spots to run the network's backbone. As someone who's tracked TVL crashes, this steady climb tells me liquidity's flowing in, priming for real adoption. Zoom into the staking hub: 435 active validators, 2.8 billion Beam staked, and 56,000 node tokens locked. Validators are the pros running full nodes to verify transactions. Delegates just point their holdings at them for passive cuts. This spread means the network's decentralized, not controlled by a few whales. I've delegated in setups with under 100 validators. Feels fragile. Beam's stats? Rock solid, with that staked volume backing every trade and game session. Beam is smart. They've carved out dedicated lanes. Gaming for epic quests, AI for smart agents, finance for seamless swaps, trading for high-speed markets, RWA for tokenizing real assets like property, and compute for heavy-lifting servers. Each one's a frontier pusher, blending crypto with real utility. As a holder, this modular vibe excites me. It's like owning slices of multiple futures without scattering my portfolio. Over 1.5 million gamers already? That's no small feat. Check some of the builders. From immersive VR to blockchain tools, it's a thriving hub. The energy here is palpable. I've tested a few, and the ownership hook keeps you grinding. Beam has been a top crypto treasury, with $175 million as of June 2025. That's a fund to support developers, users, and ambitious projects. Healthy funds mean grants for builders and protection for growth. In the volatile world of crypto, I've seen projects with limited funding disappear. Beam Stack is a way to buy time for innovation. I'm one of the 250,000 people betting on Beam as a gas token. The token fuels every transaction, while the buy and burn mechanics shrink the supply over time. You can validate to secure it, delegate for ease, or govern proposals shaping the chain. This participation loop is a bit confusing, but it's what turns a token into a movement. Now Beam's weekly chart. We all love the technicals. So, I've anchored Fibonacci retracement from December 2024's 4 cents top to June's sub 1 cent low. Price broke a massive falling wedge in July. That's a bearish pattern flipping bullish on volume. Since it's grinding up, crossing the 10 and 21 EMAs, exponential moving averages, smooth trend lines favoring buyers now. Next test, the 55 EMA around 1 cent. Tough resistance, potential profit zone if you're in from the bottom. Green box? My load zone, dollar cost average between 1 cent and 30% below for entries. Current hover near 1 cent feels prime, but prep for wicks. I'm adding, eyes on that point of control 25% down via volume profile, where most trades clustered. Heikinashi RSI indicator, at the bottom of your screen, is crossing neutral into bullish, momentum shifting. However, a weekly candle close below the red dashed line invalidates this short-term trade. But my long-term bag stays. Fundamentals too strong in my opinion. My take-profit zone is basically a series of 5 green circles. They're set at around 1 cent, 2, 3, 4, and 6 cents. That's my max target up to Q1 2026. Hit first target? I'm trailing my stop loss to entry for risk-free. Volume's thinning, but that orange trendline holds support. Bullish tilt, but to be honest, no cross of 55 EMA yet means patience. Beam is a blend of elite backers, juicy rewards, and that coiled chart has me convinced it's undervalued for gaming AI surge. Not every dip is a buy, but this one's got layers I respect, from $3 million TVL to 1.5 million players. If this sparked thoughts, punch that like button. It fuels more deep dives. Subscribe for daily TA like this, and hit the bell. Join my free Telegram group via pinned comment. Oh, and catch my earlier Beam video or the Web3 gaming playlist. Links on screen. Thanks for riding this with me. Never financial advice. See you tomorrow.